Hey guys, what's going on? It's me, it's that PU Willis3, and welcome to a new video today where I get to announce some Wwe 2K17 news. They came out with something randomly today. I did not expect it. It was like last night I was just chilling, and I heard that on Twitter, I saw a bunch of retweets, and I was like, what's going on here? What's happening? And I check it out, and it's Wwe Games, and they're announcing that they're going to announce some news today. So that's the news that we're going to talk about today, and I'm going to try to give it to you guys as straightforward as possible. They pretty much broke it down into a couple of things. One of the big things that came out today is that 2K Showcase will not be in the game in 2K17, which is pretty big news since we've had it in most of the games over the recent years, and I think a lot of people were expecting it for Brock Lesnar, but they decided not to do it this year and to put more time into universe mode and my career. So that's good news for us, right? I mean, I think most of us played through 2K Showcase about one time, maybe twice, for some people, and then you just kind of played my career or universe mode. So some people might be upset about 2K Showcase being gone, as they saw it as like, just a quick one through kind of thing, and it was fun, like it was just fun to play through the first time. The video cutscenes are cool, and some people might take it as a positive for taking it out and putting more time into my career in universe mode. Now, they broke down the news today. This is kind of like the plans for Wwe 2K17, which was really cool for them to come out and tell us all this information that they essentially didn't have to tell us. They could have just showed us later on, but they decided to break it down, and I thought that was pretty cool. Now, they broke it down to a couple of different things here. We'll start with the gameplay. I'm going to try to give it to you guys as straight as possible. So, now, the gameplay for this game, of course, is not arcade-centric anymore. It's more simulation-based. You guys know that. It's been like that for a couple of years now. They've kind of gone away from the arcade style of Here Comes the Pain, and the arcade simulation-based style, and now they're just doing straight, pretty much simulation-based fighting game style. And Wwe 2K17 is going to continue doing that, obviously, and one of the things that they've returned in the game is playable backstage and crowd areas. So that's really cool. So if you guys remember back to the Brock Lesnar entrance, and they had the playable backstage thing, or the in the crowd area we saw that was over there in the corner, then that's actually a thing. So that's actually a thing. We can go into the crowd and fight, and there's playable backstage areas now, and that's awesome. I'm not sure they didn't like go into it too much, but they told us that. I mean, that opens up a bunch of doors of opportunities here that could really be cool. Now, they also updated some game systems like ladders, taunts, and even a new secondary submission system. So secondary submission system kind of has me, I don't know. I don't know what that means exactly. It could mean a couple of things, but I guess they heard that a lot of people were upset kind of with the new submission system in Wwe 2K16, and they added a new secondary submission system. So the way that sounds is either maybe you can turn one of the submission systems on or off, use whatever one you want, or maybe a couple of submissions have the first submission system, a couple of submissions have this new secondary submission system. There's a couple of ways they could take this. And of course, they added a couple thousand new animations, just a couple thousand new animations into Wwe 2K17, and that was pretty much it for the gameplay. Now, the next thing they go into is the creation suite, which I know that a lot of people, there's a big community out there for the creation suite. Now, some of the stuff they added in this game is, of course, more adjustment options, elements. They added stuff like body hair, which is, pretty cool. They also added a full highlight replay system, which will allow players to record video highlights from their matches, which, if you guys remember back, I believe this is going to be similar to the old thing where you could, go around with the camera and free roam and kind of get screenshots and stuff. And that's what I wanted back. As a content creator, let me tell you guys, if you guys are making WWE videos, if this allows you to go around free cam and stuff, the highlight replay, please use that to your full advantage, please. Go in with the camera, go in and get a strategic shot of the wrestler, get the nicest screenshot you possibly can. I've kind of missed that feature because I used to do that for my videos. I would go in and I would find I'd get like this super nice screenshot in the replay, and you couldn't do that anymore. So I'm glad to hear that's back. I don't know how far it's going to go into that. And, it's probably not going to allow you to take screenshots. So what you do is you go in, you have your OBS or your Elgato or whatever you have the video screen up, you get the screenshot just how you want, and then you screen cap your Elgato thing. I think there's actually a screenshot button on your Elgato program. So that's one of the things that you can do there. So just please, that's more than just a highlight replay system, all right? Just if you make videos, I'm telling you, it is a great feature. Now, there's also a new creative video feature, which lets players create videos for things like custom entrance Titantron videos for their creative people, which is great, thank God. I think that's really nice because the created superstars, I think they needed a little more depth to them, and this is definitely going to help. They also deepened the creative show features and added a brand new create a victory feature to ensure that everyone could create the most comprehensive WWE experience possible. So lots of new stuff in the creation suite, which is really nice to hear. Now onto the 2K showcase. Basically, what they decided to do here was say, nah, we're not going to do it this year. They basically tried to do it and they just couldn't. It was just not viable, apparently, due to many of the superstars needed for the showcase just not available for inclusion, which they're not wrong. There are a lot of people that come to mind when you face Brock Lesnar, you know, when you go through Brock Lesnar's career, that you just simply aren't going to be able to get. It is just not, you know, like WWE's probably not going to check off on it or something similar. There's a lot. I mean, there's a ton of people. I don't even have to name names. You guys know who I'm talking about. That you really just are never going to be able to get an okay from WWE from. But anyways, they decided, hey, let's not give you a half-assed 2K showcase. Let's give you a full-assed universe mode in my career. So that's what they decided to do. Now on to universe mode. Universe mode, of course, making its return. I don't think that was ever going to go away. But anyways, they're going to be working to recreate stuff that you see every week on Raw, SmackDown Live, and NXT. They created like this new flow apparently that focuses on the shows. I'm not too sure what that entails or anything, but basically they have a new show presentation system which makes you feel like you're playing through a weekly episode of WWE television or a WWE network program. So I'm guessing this is just a better flow to it, you know, not so janky, I guess is probably a good word to use there. They added more intrigue and possibilities by incorporating more run-ins, more pre and post match attacks. You just really don't know what's going to happen next, so that's really good to hear. I hope that that happens a lot more, because I felt like after a while, even in my career, it was just, you know, it got stagnant a little bit. So it's nice to hear that they're adding more and more stuff here. They also are going to deliver a brand new promo engine that apparently lets the superstars express their thoughts and emotions to the WWE Universe. I'm not sure what that even means, but it sounds awesome, and I am excited for it. So until I see something, I'm just going to say I'm excited for it. The promo engine apparently creates a new dynamic and brings the experience closer to WWE than possible. And they're also going to be revamping a lot of the universe mode cutscenes. It actually says all of the universe mode cutscenes, including familiar and brand new scenarios. So this universe mode is apparently going to be just a lot better. Now on to my career. Of course, that's the big one, right? My career will also be using the promo engine, so they can express, you know, a bunch of different stuff. I'm wondering if it's like facial expressions or what it is exactly. That'll definitely be interesting. I mean, they have a whole engine for it, so that's pretty cool. Apparently, backstage interviews with Renee are taking on a whole new dimension with the new backstage brawling gameplay. So I'm guessing someone can come attack you. That's pretty cool. Now, how you react and how you compete in a match and everything, and even to what attire you wore, will make a difference apparently in your My Career. It also says at some point you'll likely come face to face with Brock Lesnar and Paul Heyman, and what happens at that juncture will greatly shape your future career growth in WWE. So pretty interesting stuff there. And of course, they just have a bunch of new stuff coming in WWE 2K17 that they have a bunch of stuff like the online features and stuff that they'll get to eventually. But right now, this is the stuff that they gave us, and they said at the end, yes, the roster is larger than last year's roster. So a bunch of new information today, a bunch of new stuff, some really cool stuff, honestly. Between the gameplay creation, you know, the more focus on universe mode and My Career, they kind of hit it from all angles here. I'm pretty happy with what I read today. You know, I'll be excited to see the video on a lot of this stuff. I think that now that builds a little bit of hype for seeing gameplay for the promo engine, you know, for the new highlight replay would be really nice to see. Just a bunch of different stuff right here. You know, there's just a lot of stuff they need to cover. So I think that gives us a lot more stuff to cover before the game actually comes out. So some video would be perfect. So instead of just waiting for matches to come out, we have more stuff to look forward to. Like, I'd love to see some of the new ladder animations apparently. The secondary submission system would be great to see. Going backstage, fighting in the crowd. I'd love to see the creative video feature to see how in-depth it is so we can create stuff. I mean, that's some pretty cool stuff there. And of course, the promo engine and the show presentation system sounds pretty cool for universe mode. So, like I said, just a bunch of stuff, guys, and I'm excited now. I was never not excited for 2K17. I'm really, really ready for 2K17 to come out. I cannot explain enough how much I am ready for a new WWE game to come out. I cannot explain that enough. But anyways, guys, you guys could tell me down in the comments below what you guys thought of the news today. There will also be a link in the description if you guys would like to go read this for yourselves or anything, you know, go a little deeper into it or anything, you know. But anyways, guys, I will talk to you guys on the next video for Wwe 2K17. Remember, there's a whole playlist for you guys if you guys want to check that out. And I will see you guys on the next video. See ya!
Impulse is the best. Yes, he is. Click the subscribe button. Yes, you know you want to. Yes, you do. Click it today.